Digital art often just feels too digital. If you've ever created a geometric pattern and thought to yourself that it just looks too precise, then I have a secret for you. In 2026, the trend isn't perfect geometry, it's organic geometry. Today, I'm going to show you how to take the stiffness out of your shapes in Procreate and create a pattern that feels like a human actually made it. Let's get into it. First, let's look at a pattern that I created recently from an idea I had for circles. So I started off with my diamond grid layout, which you can find in my school community, and the link is in the description down below. I started off by sketching my circles that I had in mind. Once I tested out that initial sketch repeat to check to see if it repeated perfectly, I then went ahead and started inking in those motifs, which you can see here. And the brush I used for this was in the pen category, the Liffey brush. This is one of the default brushes that ships with Procreate. Once I was happy with how they all turned out, I then went ahead and created my pattern repeat tile. Again, the process for this is linked in the video down below in the description. Once I had that done, I then went ahead and repeated that pattern out within the canvas to end up with this pattern design. And there's nothing wrong with this pattern. I think it looks fine. I think it flows quite well, but it's a very crisp looking pattern. So I wanted to create this with a more handmade, natural feel to it. So I'm going to show you how I did that now. I created another canvas that was in the exact same dimensions, which in my case is 3000 pixels wide by 3000 pixels high. Again, I'm using my diamond layout guide. And I went ahead and imported my original motifs that I had inked in the other design. I want to use these as a guide for me to create the new design. So I'm simply going to reduce the opacity of this layer just to help me out, and I'm going to swipe left on it to lock it in place, just so I don't accidentally draw on that layer. Now there's a few things that we can do to make sure that we get that hand-drawn, handmade look. The first thing is to tap on our wrench icon and tap on the Preferences tab. I'm then going to come down and tap on Gesture Controls. I'm going to tap on Quick Shape, and I'm going to make sure that Draw and Hold here is turned off. So what this means is, if I go back and demonstrate on a layer for you, I'll just create a new layer. When I draw a circle and I press and hold at the end, it does not snap into place. It does not create a perfect circle for me. So I can now no longer create perfect circles, which is going to help me. It's going to help me have more of that loose feel. The second thing we can do is to choose brushes that have more of a hand-drawn, hand-painted feel to them. And the brushes that I'm going to be using to create this next pattern, firstly, are under the Grunge category. And I'm going to be using the brush called Flames. And I'm also going to come up to the Charcoal section, and I'm going to be using the Pipeline brush. And I'll demonstrate the look and feel that these brushes have. They have a very organic, textured feel to them, which just helps to give more of that handmade, hand-drawn feel. So once I've placed my original pattern motifs in to give me an indication of what I need to create, I went ahead and started filling out that same design, but just using those two brushes that I showed you. So for the large circles, I was using the Flames Grunge brush, and this is a tip for you. I can never remember which brushes I use in Procreate. So what I do is I go ahead and rename that layer with the name of the brush and the category it is from. So here you can see the brush name is Flames, and it's in the category of Grunge. I also did the same thing for the Pipeline charcoal brushes. This helps me to remember which brushes I used. So I'm going to demonstrate on the orange layer how I achieved this look. So I'm going to tap on the orange layer to select it. I'm coming up to my color palette and I'm going to select the orange color. I'm going to come back to my brushes palette, my brushes library. I'm going to choose Grunge and I'm going to select Flames. So I'm now set up to create this large orange circle. I'm going to choose a large size. And the way this Grunge brush works is when you press light, it gives you a lot of that great texture. When you press a little bit harder, you get more ink coming out of your brush. So it has that really great texture feel to it. So I'm now just going to start with a light pressure, filling in my circle. And I'm happy that it gives me this texture. I think it's great. I'm then going to select a smaller brush size and just lightly start to create the inner circle. And there I'm done. That's how I created all the large circles on this design. I now need to fill in the smaller strokes. And I know, based on this, that I need to select the green color. So I'm coming back to my color palettes and selecting green. And if I look at my previous layers, I know that for these straighter lines, I used the pipeline charcoal brush. So I'm going to come back to my brushes library. I'm going to find the charcoals. And I'm going to make sure I'm on pipeline. I have that selected. I'm going to zoom in. And I'm just, again, with a very light touch, and I'm not being precious about it, I'm simply going to make those line marks on the inner circle. I now need to make the bigger marks, so I'm simply going to press a little bit harder with this brush. Again, I'm not being perfect with my strokes. I'm going haphazard. And that just helps with the look and feel to make it more hand-drawn. Right, so I'm happy with how my motifs are looking now. I want to go ahead and start creating out my repeat pattern tile. So I'm going to open up this group and I'm going to turn on my background layer. I'm now going to swipe left and make a duplicate of that group. And just for the sake of showing you how the pattern will look, I'm actually going to flatten this layer. Then I'm going to swipe left and make 3 more copies of this layer. I'm also going to swipe left on the original group and make another copy of that. This time I'm going to delete my background layer and I'm going to tap on the layer thumbnail and flatten that as well. Then I'm simply going to select and drag this up above all my other layers that I've just created and turn that off. I'm now going to go ahead and create the pattern, and I might speed this part up for you. Okay, so I have now created my repeat pattern tile. What I want to do is now reduce the size of this, make copies, and place them one in each of the corner so I can repeat my pattern out to check for any errors. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I have now repeated my pattern out within the canvas. And I'm going to zoom in to check to see that there are no gaps. And I think we're all looking fine. But what I want to concentrate on is the actual look and feel of this pattern. Notice how, because of the brushes that we used and because we were looser in the way we worked, this pattern has more of a flow and movement to it. It has a little bit more joy to it and definitely has more of a hand-painted feel to it. If I now compare the original pattern that we created, you can just see how different in feel the two patterns have. On the right is the original pattern. It has that very hard-edged, sharp look and feel to it. And on the left, we have a pattern that feels more handmade. It feels like it has more joy and more flow to it. Simply by using different brushes within Procreate and not being perfect, not concentrating on being perfect when we drew our motifs, the pattern on the left, I feel, is a lot more lively and has more personality than the pattern on the right. So stop worrying about your lines being straight or perfect. Just focus on them being yours. And remember, have some fun and don't sweat the pixels. I'll catch you on the next one.